Okay, so like the mental clearing right now is for like Einstein like this we jump to like they have a power state similar to your black power state of black scene one with black human spirit the spirit still like the economic kind of thing. So like it has the stage like I'm talking has being really like learning the technique to be one with like I'm just like bird narrow like the theory that look at it. So the level print narrow might contain lacking and from the and level print three electricity like I can I'm looking that currently one was like now like but now it's so but the level print that happening of like divine activity like after so and the level print was like the Asta attaining such a power of that lead during addition to the black between like Asta and you during that as the oldest tradition reflecting of like over this point of like the power of the river that of like state was like say like at that point when like when I started wondering that when like unlocking the ultimate power of that as that which that could improve the scenario that over the really is like the playment theory and the price for like the kind of the piece of thing where like about point and that piece of sector that is like putting in all that effort for the day work and then pay to that year as the to let that amount of so let them but then taking as the outside and basically like then taking a step of like and hoping with them so like for different for like taking and stuff so that also force them to like share stuff and like that not can get that negative not working I think they have to still being touch being chat and like strong stay and like at that point I'm not between then later like taking a start to like some sort of like place for like payment that we there as well like while the audience is like as the still to be in that can say like the sun like so that for like the entirety of the day like I'm different like each and everything remember like the life is through trying and different couples and I don't think you can as the chair of like probably clearly like the fan like the thing until like towards like the end of the day like while they will be all directly like you know from that point is when I'm like most likely so accepted to a point of like happening to like feel like it's not a thing. So like at that point it's like you're actually figuring out like what like hashtag and basically about like the human being bring hashtag like and like that like stay to be along the line like so much to be and they at that point like Dora straight away showing up and they Dora straight away making fun of like hashtag for it letting like you know was that film would to be along the lines of the like Dora without holding back the whole thing one like after like it's not a better movie and that to that the remaining plan track was like strong absolute shock like and like Dora making fun of that film of the like not a kind of so like at that point is when I believe like as the snapping out from being like zoned out and start kind of that show thing and basically after that point getting triggered and then go on. And basically after it's triggered itself and basically after deciding that straight away shouting out and you know skip on and you know let you know feel stuff nothing else can basically have step straight away abandoning all of that and then after push them back through and go and straight away not to frame like itself even out of two lakhs and catch up to that you know strength and power as so on and so forth. Like today down the line, like I told you something out and just take away going off. So they know all of something I just like you know that sort of thing. So like at that point I'm going to looking for like Dora jumping at that point last in this eight season straight away. That you know then going to play and like this quote that feels confused and basically like at the realization that like that's what all they have to do to like snap out the out of like going out state to be along the lines of like the lines of initially at that point and basically that then also sort of back to like basic towards like then like themselves like the white have told the brain like events. It's like the link in our sense of the to experience okay, so that's actually not looking good and right now for like I'm totally curious in the reading lecture for sector or like selection exam back and forth thing. At that point I'm not looking for like you know just the path of say first alone, but like I'm forgot to be for more as well for next of like want to be like each participant of the corona solutions and I feel like how much for points that like participants or like they also be getting reduced by and one that would be so they like at that point I'm going to bring super beside of as just for the being tied to like for like as just for after not passing in terms of like for in terms of like the 4 point like the other possibility that into the so like a different score point to be judged based on not likely feeling as well as like even when like the odds are odds were against like the individual in like the tournament and basically like points based on like teamwork effort put into like teamwork and basically and effort put into that creativity in a creative manner like the illusion of saying that odds and basically and all this lecture might be spot on of like multiple factors and not the power of like which will be like just when like 4 points for like the score for like the score points might be like the active the base of human friends. So like I'm feeling more things about game like what's like 4 points like the one like exam would be really like a 10 point maybe as the event starting score points like only come second while as the become has the 4 point ended up being like the number one question. And that's the most 4 point that has got to like have that is like sitting knowledge that and that being said then absolute strong for like has got to be until that point will be still like about the game like has got even failing in like the and failing to like make it to like the online game technique it's not and so like that one like the thing you really did when I'm that being said then absolute run of the show of like from the right from like has got that like maybe at that point is when like has got right now I'm looking for like after to snap out of it and basically out of it like going out state and then back to the office and being to get excited and about like having substance, it's like changing scenario that is still becoming in the generation. And also my consideration right now from like Magna as well as that to that be past like the online selection exams like very good scenario that I'm different. But like the condimeter like that 4 point system which might different like I'm different like the score point for like both Magna as well as like I'm looking to be like the lowest among that the inclusive figure out like the or like the exams like you would not that I'm looking to bring around to the ambition. So that Liam still can remember to carry on different form like some as well as name of becoming like the different of like having corporate like now that like that Liam like that the on like happening to name of like and as can be really any of like a relationship with like like the set of like in the now that I'm looking for. So like that only like the example point exam made us the next thing with of like they having that serious moments where like exam you really go through that and to conflict of like losing like it's not that I'm not going. Yeah, like I'm looking five then like in like second and exam you I'm verifying five then like in that situation point like I'm the second and exam having a grade 1 33 now and I'm verifying maybe it's the grade that uh eventually ending up in like some ending up in like a relationship with like second like these are like also like a scenario that I could also in another integration right on. And after that, like I'm so depending today as like so this slowly starting to like feel is when I'm so getting like after happening to like what would be especially with like so feeling towards like which might like like might be really having things of affection towards like so maybe like that would be even though the person might be like that would be the case like about it like I get feeling insecure about like it's to and afraid to like it's still happening. There might be like that you're the like that being like the biggest thing to the and that and ending up in like a relationship with like the simply scenario that is there. But yeah, so like certainly my consideration on this right now is that like with my doubt, that many great number of years might have confidence that 2 years might have reached at the position of like the thing might be in exactly the second. So certainly my friend with that one like Julius might have been selected to become that to become like the thing at that point I'm thing Julius might have likely selected Yami to be like the project of like the GreyDeerSquad might have been like the expecting of it. But like Yami might have refused that all of like Julius and Yami might have decided to like start to squad. So at the moment like Julius might have left like the GreyDeerSquad and became like the at that point itself might have been when most likely like Yami might have left the Canadian squad and might have started with the Blackwood squad. it might have not happened at that point. Because like according to my background, like Julius might have been like the only point that like Yami might have had back then settling up steps, and Yami might have not thought fit into like the gradient squad, might have not thought fit in the to like the gradient squad, not might have had like not might have got along with like none of like the squad members from like the gradient squad might have been like the game so like Julius back then might have been like only friend like Yami might have had so like uh this is probably in like the gradient squad might have been like the sole reason for like Yami staying in like the gradient squad might have been like the case so like that way going up like Julius became like the squad became like the result came like at that point like Yami might have left like segregation at that point it might have been when like Yami might have left like the gradient squad and started to form like the squad might have been like the case that we might have been so right so that when my friend take my DMS myself due to that decision of that Yami, when my friend is like starting to show black to what that might be the reason for black might be at that point that like Julius might have selected Krill to be like the squad captain of that secretariat squad and to different like Krill might have been excited about feel excited about that being the squad captain and might have that appropriate secretariat squad like Krill might have wanted like that will change for that. Krill might have wanted to that employ that and absolute will change to like the and way that secretariat squad like how that secretariat squad members like work and like until that point the team began to so like how they were trained and everything that Krill might have wanted to get involved that has to change to like then settling on that way might have been real himself that might have changed like the squad name from Gradient to like Aqualia might have been what might have happened recently like over there like so like the place might be understand right now it's for like in like young story I'm just listening right now for like yeah basically they assume that like Brandon was like the actual leader of like the band group was like it's not or the thing and that way like yeah straight away taking on Brandon and I'm looking like that battle and in this battle happening and in that battle I'm sort of thinking like yeah I mean facing that absolute shocking defeat against like Brandon like superior strength might have been what might have happened to him so like that might have been and I would talk and I would conduct and to like Yami might have been like against the main and since that point like Yami might have seen Brandon as a like athlete rival to whom he has to like throw itself with the league like the reaction to the Yami what might have happened might have been that might have represented for like Brandon like defeating Yami and at that point I'm talking like actual band is really like basically being totally like Brandon and really telling Brandon to like join this like Brandon crew but like at that point, Kalpam was going to Yami's great shop, like when the plan went straight away, uh, like the single move itself, like the technique, like the band leader, the actual band leader, and like end up set group and then we setting them running away, like the dark, there is like the dark, then it was like. So like at that point, I'm looking to the and I'm focusing only at that point that like Yami to even realize that like that band of not half of like the band is like not the number of the point. So like at that point, like the degree that Yami asking band of like who are we like it's not so like at that point is when I'm trying like band was like revealing to like Yami that like he's like a magic might as well like Yami that so like at that point I'm the different band who might have not been during the time period of like the story of Yami and so trying during the band incident like during that point I'm so trying like band might have been also not squad captain, but like the squad member might have been like a base and when might have at that point like the board and squad might have known that during that time period might be like that to the case in the game. That might have been like the squad member of like one of them like the particular squad might or the existing squad might be that the case between training. So and that way at that point like after like after like revealing all the like Yami like when my dog is healing magic on to like Yami and heal the injuries that Yami might have taken while batting against like one like the so like Yami getting even more insecure at that point and really seeing that that's like an even more like an for like Yami it's like it's not that anymore so like that's Yami putting at that point exactly exactly like how as such also like that like a suffer like a different similar manner like Yami might have talked about to that fantasy that like Yami will definitely be suffer will not handle that Yami even the suffer just like when to the around the line like Yami might have sort of not to like and but that and certainly might have been might have had something else and when with like chocolates might like basically might have that it's not that more different. So since then like Yami might have been extremely insecure about like managers that might have been tracking like all the moments and like all the growth of like when might have been like the case for the human changes. Those at the might have been maybe around the time once like Julius might have became like the other thing it might be actually near that point that like when it's might have that like from the member like when so even at that point it might have been a squad member for like Vandals might have sadly during that time might have been when like maybe when what might have happened might have been like when might have left the like squad and might have started that his own squad and that might have been like the golden on the game of the championship. So untuk at that point kapli significant that like young is like kapli in like the career squad like and like previous might have been like only fun that Yami might have had. And Yami might have not fit in the squad might have been like against that like so the chicken will do something that we just might have given Yami like of like become like the squad captain of like the career might have been a case continuing. So definitely all these factors as well as like Yami might have that by then like might have found out about like when like starting his own news from exposure so might have been like the case continuing. So like Yami might have started like the like to like Yami might have also started to like some people with like look like bandits and basically that way like Yami might have when we accepted in that time that I'm so different that Yami might have left the squad, like the Canadian squad and like might have started like the Blackpool squad. It's on Blackpool squad to like some people like about another squad might have been like that really of like what might have happened study might have been very similar so like so like that way but the conversion like might have been that actual extreme sheer joy within like Yami which like Yami might have didn't and might have not fully on the other side while like in like the previous staff festival while in like the black films came second only to like the golden one why they are doing like that to affect against the me why the very emergent so the lead for Yami that might have affect like as like him getting so close to like surpassing this like rival when might have been like the case especially like 300 so that they are preferring like Yami to be by the time of like the next after William would bring Yami to be extremely excited and from uh, as in before like soon before like the sort of like the next start of it would be pretty quite good like in the scenario that I'm going to like at that point like Yami might be feeling extreme something like the scenario to be like Yami feeling extremely all confident and singing along the lines of like finally Yami to be able to like achieve his goal of like surpassing his that rival and it's to be along the lines Yami should be excited about the slightly different scenario that I'm talking about but like I'm not like the Julius scenario to be like once Julius will be revealing the results of like the next chapter which will end up becoming like the black squad like basically going down in like not only not suppressing like the golden down but like the golden down remaining in that first position and like the black squad like going down the star points from the previous second position is like it's now instead of different and that being such massive shock for like both Astar and Yami to the point of like emphasizing like exactly like how Asta like the percentage like that don't have played like like both Yami and Asta in that exact same manner being in that exact same zone out state at that point in like the next chance the same like the scenario that I'm so different in the so like the demon doesn't really understand right now of that like magic might be having like an experience stealthy mind reading magic the which like magic might be able to like read like the mind of like any target of like magic choosing might be like the actual certificate technique like really understand right